Movies
มาสู่แอดฮอลลีวูดเรื่องต่อไปนะครับเป็นการร่วมกันเดินทางสู่การผจญภัยและสงครามครั้งสุดท้ายของ Middle Earth แค่นี้คงรู้แล้วนะครับว่าผมหมายถึงหนังเรื่องอะไรก็คือ The Hobbit ตอนจบซึ่งมีชื่อตอนว่าสงคราม5ทัพนะครับอะไรจะเกิดขึ้นเมื่อเจ้ามังกรสม็อกจะต้องทำลายล้างเมืองให้สำเร็จผลแล้วก็เหล่าคนแคระจะสามารถกอบกู้อีราบอร์ได้สำเร็จและปกป้องทรัพย์สมบัติได้สำเร็จหรือไม่เราชนเผ่าออกนั้นก็กำลังกรีธาทัพเพื่อมาทำลายล้างอีราบอร์ให้ราบเป็นหน้ากลองเรามีตัวอย่างล่าสุดมาฝากคุณผู้ชมทางบ้านเชิญชมกันได้แล้วครับช่วง at Hollywood
Thorin, you gave a promise.
You brought upon them only ruin and death.
You've won the mountain, is that not enough? Now, we defend it.
I came to reclaim something of mine.
This was the last move in a master plan. A plan long in the making.
These bats are bred for one purpose. For war.
Leave Sauron to me.
Bilbo is right.
You cannot see what you have become.
Everything I did for them.
You started this. You will forgive me if I finish it.
When faced with death, what can anyone do?
I will not hide while others fight our battles for us!
You have but one question to answer. How shall this day end?
มาถึง at Hollywood เรื่องต่อไปนะครับเป็นหนังสุดยิ่งใหญ่อีกครั้งหนึ่งของผู้กำกับ The Gladiator และ Prometheus กับ Sir Ridley Scott กับการนำเอาตำนานของโมเสสวีรบุรุษผู้ปลดปล่อยชาวยิวออกจากอียิปต์ในการเป็นทาสที่ถูกพันธนาการในการสร้างพวกพีระมิดนะครับหนังเรื่องนี้นำแสดงคริสเตียนเบลในบทของโมเสสรัฐบุรุษมหาบุรุษที่เกิดขึ้นมาเพื่อท้าอำนาจล้นฟ้าของฟาโรห์ซึ่งรับบทโดยโจแอคเกอร์ตันที่รับบทเป็นกษัตริย์ฟาโรห์ราเมซิสซึ่งตามประวัติศาสตร์แล้วเป็นกษัตริย์ฟาโรห์ที่เหี้ยมโหดนะครับทั้งหมดนี้โคจรมาพบกันสู่ฉากอลังการงานสร้างที่ถ่ายทำโดยกล้อง3มิติตลอดทั้งเรื่องเป็นหนังที่มีชื่อว่า Exodus Gods and Kings หนังเรื่องนี้นอกเหนือจากคริสเตียนเบลโจเอ็กเกอร์ตันยังมีซิโกนีวีเวอร์เซอร์เบนคิงส์ลีย์และยังมีเอรอนพอลและดาราอีกมากมายเพราะมาฉากอลังการที่ทะเลแยกออกมาซึ่งเป็นฉากที่เราจะต้องตะลึงตากับ Special Effects สไตล์ฮอลลีวูดหนังเรื่องนี้เมืองไทยได้มีโอกาสได้ฉาย9วันก่อนสหรัฐอเมริกานะครับเพราะฉะนั้นต้องติดตามกันวันนี้เรามีบทสัมภาษณ์ของดาราผู้กำกับและผู้ที่เกี่ยวข้องเชิญชมกันได้แล้วครับช่วง at Hollywood
Ramesses, you grew up together, close as brothers. Keep each other safe. Always.
The year of your birth, there was a prophecy that our leader would be born to liberate us.
That leader is you, Moses.
Normally I develop all my own material because I discovered that for the most part, great scripts don't land on your desk. But this came out of the blue from Peter Chernin, and who, when Peter Chernin sends you a script, you pay attention, you read it immediately. It got me absolutely going and wound up, and I climbed into it and said, I'm going to make this my next movie. Christian and I met just to chat, and we chatted and said, let's find something. 6 years later, I finally called him up and said, I want you to play Moses, and he went, oh no. But then he read it and went, you know what, this is pretty good. And we climbed into that. And he's always good in everything, but he has really matured now and come into his own, and is particularly magnificent as Moses. Joel's really good. I always remember that for a guy on the one hand be saying, right, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to read the scenes in total Aussie, then suddenly change and become somebody else. And he gets it. Everything is detailed. Everything has to be built or made. Can you actually come up with, can I do this? Because if I do that, that's really insane. But we want a bit of insane. Can I ram a chariot into a chariot? Can there be a collision? Can that, without killing the king? And we work it out. Gladiator was a very contained story of revenge. Proud, although I am, of it. Very proud of that, actually, because I think we set, when I decided to do Gladiator, I think there was a lot of sniggering that I was going to do a sword and sandal movie with the guys walking around in skirts and stuff like that. And what it did, it opened up the whole universe of everything. Everything now, gods and kings and God knows what else is happening right now. I think it's really because of what Russell did in Gladiator. I really do. The plagues evolve, and God's retribution coming in fundamentally to say, this is going to take a generation to do what you're doing, which is fundamentally turn the population against Ramses, because it can only be the population will make Ramses toe the line, and then you go straight into the people going into major revolution. They crash the granaries, take the grain, and outside are troops of Ramses who shoots them down. So now you have the beginning of the people turning against him.
No matter how many films you've done, it never stops being so much bloody fun, riding on a horse, slashing through people, having some fights, you know? I mean, that's straight back to being 8 years old.
Within the macro of the battle scenes, there needs to still be the micro of the detail of the relationships, because Ridley's someone who doesn't just say, oh, well, here's a battle scene. It's a battle scene that's also telling a story, and it's a very important story that the Battle of Kadesh between us, and the fulfillment of a prophecy and the beginning of a severance of the two brothers. So I really love those battle scenes because it's a chance to play boys club and fashion yourself as the hero that you always dreamed and wished you were. But it's also your chance to add extra garnish on the story, which is the human story.
You have two men who are grown up in a very fascist society where they are the top dogs, where they get to enjoy every indulgence that man has to offer.
And my relationship with Moses is that we've been raised somewhat as brothers, but essentially Ramesses feels that Moses is his cousin. Christian and I were fighting back to back, you know, because really we do these really long takes with 10 cameras, and we were like killing like 8 or 9 people each. And it took like two minutes, probably only 45 seconds to be honest. And there's the two of us.
It felt like 45 minutes.
You realise how hard a real battle would be.
My herniated disc, oh my God, how am I going to get through it? You know?
It makes you think, you know, in real battles through history, you think, oh, they would have gone on for hours, and then no you do that and you go...
exhausted. Just the armour, walking up a hill, you're done. By the end of that, you're done.
I feel like a battle would be like
these
2
poor
minutes long.
bastards who were sent into war, and you know, yeah, it would have been very quick. Death would have been very quick. The Camels had a special relationship with Aaron Paul. What they needed to discharge was something that made his moustache come flying off. You know, it's what it was. It was fantastic to watch. Trying to cross the Red Sea with Joshua dry heaving all the way, me being cruel, sending camel poop his way just to watch what happened, and then with his dry heaving, his moustache coming flying off as well. It was fantastic.
It's really a battle of ethics, and the action of the movie Yeah, we have a great battle scene early on, but it's not a conventional like battle after battle after battle. The battles are the detail of the struggle and the uprising and the revolution that Moses starts. The interesting machinations of a battle that is as much about ethics as it is about the uprising. You know, Ridley's wonderful ability of cradling the massive scale of things in this human story that bring the spectacle.
Ultimately, what we're doing, we're reaching out to people. None of it matters unless you're actually reaching out and managing to get into people's hearts and minds and make them feel something.
พักชมโฆษณาสักครู่นะครับเราอิ่มเอมกับเรื่องราวในโลกภาพยนตร์แล้วนะครับช่วงต่อไปเราไปเสาะแสวงหาความรู้ซึ่งเป็นอาหารสมองที่มีประโยชน์ต่อคุณผู้ชมทางบ้านสักครู่เดียวครับ
At the movies